Yes, it's time for the Romper Room school. I'm Miss Helena. Today we're going to go galloping, and I thought we might go down to the hall and play the orchestra together. Do you know what an orchestra is? Well, I'll have to tell you, won't I? Does anyone know here? What's an orchestra? You don't know? Well, have a look at the board over here and see what you can see.
A violin.
It's a violin. Now, people who play violins and other musical instruments get together, and when they're all playing together, we call that an orchestra. What instrument would you like to play?
Guitar.
Guitar? Who can think of another one?
Tambourine.
Tambourine, perhaps, yes.
Castanet.
Well, let's just have a look at the instruments here. This one's a violin. Perhaps you'd like to play that. Now, there's a stringed instrument that's just a little bit bigger than a violin. It's called a viola, and it's played much the same way, too. Now, look at one that's even bigger. It has 4 strings. That one's called a double bass. It's so big that the man has to stand up to play it. Perhaps you'd like to play an oboe, a woodwind instrument. That has a beautiful sound too. Or you might like to play a brass instrument like a trombone or a trumpet. Maybe a big French tuba. Look at that. That's a trumpet, that one. Or you can play one of these instruments. This is the percussion section of the orchestra. There's a harp, cymbals, castanets, tambourine, drums. Look at all the drums you can choose from. There's a Chinese woodblock. Maybe you'd like to play some bells like that. And there's also a glockenspiel. We're going to have lots of fun going down to the orchestra and playing those instruments. We'll go galloping first of all, and I know you're going to enjoy it, aren't you? But you know what we have to do first of all, don't you? Most important part of the show, to introduce everyone to you so you know their names. And Mandy's here too. She's got a game called Silly Sammy Seagull. Now, how do you play that, Mandy? What do you do? What's Silly Sammy Seagull do? Sammy Seagull goes diving for fish. Is that right? Okay, now swooping down into the water trying to pick some up. You see? Oh, there's one. Good. He's a hungry little fellow. Keep trying. Oh. He's hungry, but he just can't get him. No dinner today for that Sammy Seagull. Can he pick up more than one at a time, Mandy? Can he? He's certainly going to try. He's lost the first one now. Well, that's a lovely game. Show us what else you've got, Mandy. I think it's a music box, is it? Open it up. Is there a little ballerina inside? All right, let's see her. Oh, and that's a special Christmas brooch with Mr. Santa Claus there, my word, saying Happy Christmas. Very nice indeed. Let's meet Katrina now. Katrina has a very beautiful doll, and it looks so snug and warm on this winter's day. I wonder where a doll like that would live.
It snows.
Where it snows. It's an Eskimo doll, isn't it? Turn the little face around. You can hardly see it, you know. They're just two little eyes peeping out there, and it's rugged up in fur and skins to keep her nice and snug and warm. Does she come from America, the very northern part of America?
I got it.
Canada, somewhere like that? Somebody been away to get it for you, Katrina?
My pop.
I see. He's been travelling, has he? Lovely, Dolly. What about Buster the balancing bear? Can we see what he does? You have to balance the number with the amount of apples, is that right?
And you have to press that button and see if it goes.
Well, it seems to be balancing okay now.
Can't really get this off.
There you are. Got it now, haven't you? Okay. Pop 2 apples on. See what happens. See if you can turn it round to the front just a little bit too. Turn it on the side so that they can see. That's it. Keep going a little bit further. That's better. Now pop the number 2 on and we'll see how many apples we need to make it balance. All right, press the button. Down it goes. That's the way. Is that balanced, number 2 and number 1? Was it? No, not quite. Now she's going to put an apple on. How many do you have to put on? A number or apples, Katrina? Hey? I know what we'll do. We'll get you to set it up and we'll come back and see it in a minute because we do want to say hello to Natalie. Natalie, what have you got there? A picture, a special one for me. And it says it's a mushroom-coloured tent. Let's have a look at this. This is one of the spatter paintings that Natalie did at kindergarten. Look, that's a tent there. Would you like to go camping in that tent, Natalie? Would you? It's lots of fun camping, but in the summertime, I think a little bit too cold now. Yes, I think so. What about Snoopy? Tell me about him.
I got him for my cousin.
It's from your cousin, and is it? Was it for a birthday or something like that? Just because she likes you. Oh, you're a lucky girl, aren't you? I like those Snoopy dolls. Let's meet another doll now, and this one belongs to Jodie. And do you know, you probably can't see it very well, but she has a face like Peach's, doesn't she? Little peach-faced doll. Almost just this tiny, tiny, fluffy down on her face. Oh, she's a lovely doll. And beautiful outfit, too, that someone's knitted for you. My word.
And that's Auntie Kay's. She knitted for me.
Auntie Kay knitted it? And who gave you this one? Auntie Kay, too?
No, my cousin's mother and father gave
I see. Now, look, it is a handbag, but it's also a little cradle for a doll. There's a dolly in there. That's Matilda. So you've got something to play with if you're shopping with Mummy. Do it up like that, and there's the bag to put your hanky in and money too.
Yeah.
That's right. That's beautiful. Pop it back in the bassinet now, Jodie, and we'll say hello to Jenny. I wonder where those dolls come from.
One came from... I got this one for my birthday.
Yes.
Got this one from Opa. And I've forgotten where it came from.
Would it be Poland? Somewhere like that?
I think it's Hungary.
Hungary, I see. Beautiful doll, and she's in her national costume. And look at those fine red boots that she has on. My word, she could do a dance in those. And I like the one with the red hat as well. You're lucky, aren't you? Look after your dollies, and then you can get quite a collection, Jenny. Good girl. Christopher is here too. I wonder what Christopher's been making there. Tell us about that.
I got this out of plaster, and I put some sand in it, and I got a matchbox and put the shape of a matchbox of a flower, put some shells around it, then made it dry for tonight.
It's a very nice picture too. Yes, and then you could put some figures on it, couldn't you? Play games. I like that. And what's the other game that you have too?
This is Bootsy.
Bootsy.
And you have to kick a little stone up to one number.
Yes.
And that number that you have to get is which number you have to go over to.
I see. So that this is a game where you have to kick the little stone onto the number, and then whatever number it is, you go round the board. And the first one rounds the winner. Is that right?
Yeah.
What a nice game. Pack it up then, Christopher, because I think we'll go and get our horses now. Do you think the horses will be able to play the instruments with us? Or shall we leave them outside the hall? What do you think? They can stay outside and wait for us and then take us safely back to Romper Room. Are you ready to come riding on our horses? I hope you are. Go for a little run round your lounge room and join in and get nice and warm on this cold, cold day. OK, come on. Make sure you put your chairs under the table too, but don't want the horses to fall over. There you are, Mandy. I think that's that's a very fast horse, and that's even faster, Christopher. You see how fast you can make it go, all right? Saddle up, everybody. Hold on to the reins. Let's go galloping together. Ready, please, Mr. Music. Oh, come with us and gallop, and gallop, and gallop. Oh, come with us and gallop. In Romper Room today, our animal friends will take us, will take us, will take us. Our animal friends will take us to places far away. So come with us and gallop, and gallop, and gallop. Oh, come with us and gallop. In Romper Room today. Whoa there, boy. Find a nice quiet spot for the horses to rest. That's the way. Now, let's go inside. I can't wait to try some of these instruments. Shall we try the stringed instruments first of all? Okay, come over here. Now, you know that when you're playing with musical instruments, you do have to be very careful. Now, which one shall we try first of all? What about the violin? Take it carefully out of its case. That's the way. Lift it up. Now, hold it in one hand like that. Very good. Now, I'm a left-hander, so I'm going to play with my left hand like that. Put the chin rest up here. That's it. Now, rest your chin on it. Feel how many strings there are. 1, 2, 3, 4. Move them around. Now, take the bow in your other hand. That's the way. Now, move the bow over the strings. You must play across the bridge there. That's where you get the best sound. Does that sound very good to you? No, I certainly can't play the violin. It's nice to have a try, though, isn't it? Carefully put it back in the box. That's the way. And the bow, too. Do it up. I think I'd like to try that very big stringed instrument called the cello. Let's pick it up. That's it. Now, we have to stand up to play this instrument. Take your bow. Much deeper voice, hasn't it? Not nearly as high as the violin. Would you like to play one of those one day? I think it might be just a bit too heavy for us. Put it over to the side now. What about one of those very loud instruments, those brass instruments? Who'd like to play a trumpet with me? Right. Let me see your fingers going up and down, up and down. Now, let's try the trombone. We have to slide it along like that. That's the way. Very good. Perhaps you'd like to have a turn on the drums. There are so many drums to try. Have a little go. Now, what else could we try, do you think? Would you like to have a play on the harp? Feel those strings, pluck them, that's it. All the way up. Oh, that's a lovely sound too. Well, we've played a few of the instruments in the orchestra, but do you know it is time to go back to Romper Room, so you get on your horse and come with us. Were they fast horses last time? Or were they nice, safe ones? Let's see what they are this time. I think they're pretty cold, so we'll have to get them warm. Take them as fast as we can. Christopher, say ready, please, Mr. Music.
Ready, please, Mrs.
Good boy.
Music.
Oh, come with us and gallop, and gallop, and gallop. Oh, come with us and gallop. In Romper Room today, our animal friends will take us, will take us, will take us. Our animal friends will take us to places far away. So come with us and gallop, and gallop, and gallop. Oh, come with us and gallop. In Romper Room today. Whoa there, horsey. Back to the stables they go. Give him a pat, Sue. Did bring us back very safely. Sit down and have a look at our look and see book. Do you know the instruments that are on these pictures? Do you? See if you can tell me what they are. This is most important here. That's the music stand. The conductor watches the music and he beats the time. I wonder what that's called. A trumpet, very good. A drum. Anyone know that instrument? It's a saxophone. What's this one? Violin. And this one? Piano. Oh, you are clever. Let's see if you can tell me the names of all of them. Try again. The music stand, the trumpet, the drum, saxophone, violin and piano. Very good. Close your eyes. Can you tell me where the piano is? Is it in the top row or the bottom row?
Bottom row.
Very good. Tell me where the trumpet is. Top row or bottom row? Can you remember? It's in the top row in the middle. Have another little look. Then I'm going to play again with the pictures. Music stand, trumpet, drum, saxophone, violin and piano. Let's see if you can tell me. 1, 2, 3. Look and see. Now, which ones did I change? The trumpet, yes, I did. Now, where should I put the trumpet?
In the middle.
In the middle. Saxophone's in the trumpet's place at the moment. Now, I don't think the saxophone was there last time. Where shall I put it then?
In the bottom.
Down the bottom. The music stand goes up the top like that. Did I change the drum? No. Did I change the violin? No. What about the piano? No? Right, let's try again. Have a look. What did I change? Can you see one missing? I wonder which one it is. We'll have to try and find out. Tell me what was here before. What was there before?
Trumpet.
The trumpet was there, wasn't it?
Drum.
The drum was there, right? There's the drum. Let's put it up there. What was in this corner last time? The piano. Yes. Now we've got a space in the middle. What should I put there? Somebody says the trumpet. All right. There like that? No. Yes. Jodie thinks that I should swap the trumpet and the violin. Let's see how that works. Is that better? Yes, of course. Music stand, trumpet, drum, saxophone, violin and piano. Let's try again. This time when you open your eyes, there are going to be two that are missing. See if you can tell me what they are. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Look and see. What's missing from that spot? Is it the saxophone that should be up there? The drum. Yes, the big kettle drum. And the saxophone's missing there. I'm pleased you remember the name of that instrument. That's the saxophone. What else should I change?
And the piano.
Somebody says something about the piano. Where should I put it? What's there now?
On the side.
On the side. Does that mean where the violin is?
Yes.
All right. Change the piano and the violin. Now, quite sure they're all in their right place, are you?
No.
I'll point to them. You tell me what they are.
Hello.
What's that?
Music.
The music stand.
Music stand.
Trumpet. Drums. Saxophone. Violin and piano. Very good. Well, I think we might get our posture baskets now. Find something that you can put on your head and balance. Stand straight and tall, first of all. That's the way. Chin up. Very good. Now, don't put your head right back like that, because what do you think will happen to the basket? It certainly will. Now, Mandy, you turn round and be the leader. That's it. Hands beside you. Keep those shoulders nice and straight. Well, Christopher, that's beautiful posture. Very good. Eyes ahead. Natalie, that's the way. Head up, chin up. Good girl. Oh, Jodie, that looks like a good spot for your basket. I think that's going to stay there too. Katrina, how do you think you'll go? Christopher's still as a statue. Right, and it's staying on very well. Well, let's see how these baskets go when we start to walk around. You may need to hold it with one hand just for a little while till you get used to it. I don't mind. Put one hand up there, other hand beside you. Let's go walking. Ready, please, Mr. Music. Steady first, that's the way. See me walk so straight and tall, I won't let my basket fall. Eyes ahead and don't look down, keep that basket off the ground. not too bad at balancing, but what about that singing? I don't think I heard any voices that time, except yours. That's the way. Get those voices ready. I know Mr. Doobie's somewhere about. Let me hear you sing. See me walk so straight and tall, I won't let my basket fall. Eyes ahead and don't look down. Keep that basket off the ground. Watch me hold my head up high, like a soldier marching by. A back that's straight and strong, you see, helps to make a healthy me. Who forgot to sing?
I didn't.
You didn't? That's good. What about you, Christopher? Did you lose your basket at all? Just once or twice, maybe. Every time I looked at you, it was still there.
When I was going around.
Oh, well, he must be listening to see if we're going to sing. Do you think so? You have a little peep at you too? Oh, Jody, he can't wait to come in and see you. Now, let's put a different colour on our head this time. A green one for you, Katrina. Would you like to swap and have the red one, Jody? That's the way. Here's a green one, Mandy. Going to swap with Natalie, are you? That's a good idea. Right. Steady the baskets. Then as soon as you've done that, ask Mr. Music to play for us. Ready, please, Mr. Music. Slowly, first of all, that's the way. Little steps, too. See me walk so straight and tall, I won't let my basket fall. Eyes ahead and don't look down. Keep that basket off the ground. Watch me hold my head up high, like a soldier marching by. My back that's straight and strong, you see, helps to make a healthy me. Very good. Now, try and take that hand down. See if you can walk round with your basket without holding onto it. Right. Very good. Concentrate. Eyes ahead. See me walk so straight and tall, I won't let my basket fall. Eyes ahead and don't look down. Keep that basket off the ground. Watch me hold my head up high, like a soldier marching by. A back that's straight and strong, you see, helps to make a healthy me. How did that go, Natalie? Did you like the orange basket? Oh, I think I heard a little buzz. Mr. Doobie said, thank goodness it's time for me to come and see you. Did you see him there? You call him and say, come on out, Mr. Doobie. Come and see us.
Come on out, Mr. Doobie.
Is he? Come on, Mr. Doobie. Oh, there he is. Were you peeping round the cupboard when you were walking? How do you go with a posture basket on your head, Mr. Doobie? You any good? I suppose these little feelers get in the way, do they? I thought they might. We'll have to make a special posture basket for you with the 2 little holes so that your antenna can come through. Do you like that? I thought you might. It's lovely to see you, Mr. Doobie. How are you today? You'd be much better if the girls and boys said hello. I see. Will you say hello to Mr. Doobie for him?
Hello, Mr. Doobie.
Yes, go on. You say hello too. Give him a wave. That's better, Mr. Doobie. Now, what's your message? Yes? Oh, Mr. Doobie seems to be talking. What's that all about? We know that we have to go to bed at the right time, Mr. Doobie. You've seen some girls and boys whinging. Oh, you haven't, have you, Mr. Doobie? About going to bed. Who likes to go to bed? All the girls and boys here do. Yes, they do. Why do they whinge? Why don't they want to go to bed, Mr. Doobie? Want to watch television? Stay up and play some more games? Don't feel sleepy? Well, why do we have to go to bed when Mum and Dad say? You tell me. You'd like the girls and boys to tell you. Do you know a reason why we have to go to bed when Mummy says? Jodie? Do you know why we have to sleep? Why?
So you don't get tired?
Yes, that's right. If you don't go to bed at the right time, you get tired and you get cranky. Can't play games properly, can you? Can't have good fun the next day. So Mr. Doobie wants you to remember to go to bed as soon as you're told to go. Don't be someone who always says, but I want to stay up. Can't I do this? I want a drink of water. You know those people, Mr. Doobie, do you? Not very many people around like that, are there? I know that there are lots of Doobies here in Romper Room. I know you're a Doobie. So next time the grown-up says it's time for bed, say yes straight away, go and do your jobs, clean your teeth, go to the toilet, have a little drink of water and hop straight into bed. Then Mummy doesn't have to get cross, does she? Let's read that message. You read it with me? Okay. Do be someone who goes to bed. Don't be someone who stays up. Be a Doobie. And I'd like to hear all those Doobies singing your special song. Like to sing it too? Okay. Ready, please, Mr. Music. Try to do what's right and not do anything wrong. I'm a Romper Room Doobie, a Doobie all day long. Buzz, buzz. How was that? Not loud enough. Oh, Mr. Doobie, I thought the singing was beautiful that time. I know what it is. It really was loud enough, wasn't it? You just want to hear that song again, is that right? What is it, Natalie? Just by yourself, do you? You just feel tired and you think, well, I must go to bed and have some rest. Good girl. Gosh, that's good for Mummy, isn't it? I think Mummies would be very happy about girls and boys who put themselves to bed, don't you? You happy too, Mr. Doobie? All right. Well, if you say ready, please, Mr. Music, we'll sing your song for you, all right? Go on, say it. Thank you. Try to do what's right and not do anything wrong. I'm a Romper Room Doobie, a Doobie all day long. Buzz, buzz. Is that your favourite part? Your voice wasn't very loud today. Not got a sore throat again, have you? Just a little one. I know what it is. You just like to listen to that song, don't you? Get a little bit lazy about singing it. You want to hear all the girls' and boys' voices. Is that right? Well, Mr. Doobie, I want you to say a nice big loud goodbye to everyone now. He says, bye-bye, girls and boys. You say goodbye to him too.
Bye, Mr. Doobie.
We'll see you next time. Now, can you put your games on the floor for me? And then we'll have plenty of room. That's the way. Jodie, take the mats. Christopher, would you like to come and help too? Come on. Yes, anyone who'd like to come and take a cup can do so. That's the way. Thank you, Jenny. Got a drink. I think it's for Christopher. Take it down to him. Well, thank you to those helpers, and I'm going to say thank you to you because I know that you help Mummy every day. Just one little job each day. And even if Mummy doesn't want you to do something, just go and ask. Say, Mummy, is there anything I can do for you? And one of those things is to tidy up your pyjamas, take your cup back to the kitchen. Who can think of anything else that you can do for Mummy to help her, Jodie?
Dress ourselves.
Yes, dress yourself. That's a big job, isn't it, Katrina?
You can help Mummy do the dishes.
Yes, you can. Pick up the toys. All those little jobs are...
Or you can pack up your toys all by yourself.
Yes, very good.
I sometimes help my grandma wash my dishes.
Good girl, that's the way. It's lovely to hear about people who like to help. We'll say thank you now and we'll enjoy our refreshments. For our family, our friends and food, we say thank you. Thank you, Christopher. Do you enjoy that, Mandy? That's the way. Now, we've put our cups and our mats on the tray. You're going to take yours back to the kitchen too. Go and do that, and then come back and we'll see what Wendy's going to dress up as today. Who can remember what Mr. Doobie's message was? Anybody know?
Yes. Help Mummy.
Yes, and what did he say about bedtime?
Don't make Mummy feel bad.
No, don't get Mummy cross. Go to bed straight away. Right, Natalie, just turn round and you put your chair in and then you can help me dress Willie. Willie's going to bed on time tonight. Now, we know that Willie has to do certain jobs before he goes to bed. It's a rather cold and cloudy night at Willie's house. We'll put his winter pyjamas on and rug him up in the dressing gown. That looks a cosy dressing gown. That's the girl. Now, tell me some of the jobs that he has to do. Jodie.
Clean his teeth.
Clean his teeth, all right.
And wash the dishes with Mummy.
Well, he's done all those sort of things. Now he just has to get ready for bed, doesn't he? So he cleans his teeth.
Get dressed.
He's got his pyjamas on. Mr. Doobie wants him to comb his hair, get the knots out.
And get Teddy ready to bed.
Yes. Brush his hair.
Go in the bath.
Make it shiny.
And put Teddy ready for him in bed.
Yes, put the other one here. Now you can put the toothpaste with the toothbrush. That's it. If you put it just a little bit higher, we'll be able to put the table in. There it is. And he does have a teddy to take to bed. And he's got a rabbit too. What do you take to bed with you? A special cuddly toy?
Snoopy.
Snoopy, do you?
I keep my Snoopy every night.
There you are. What does Willie have on his feet there to keep them snug and warm?
His slippers.
Slippers, yes. Don't you forget to put your slippers on, will you, on a cold night? And when you've had your bath, put your pyjamas on straight away so you don't catch a cold.
Look at new slippers.
Tell me about those new slippers.
They're raspberries.
Oh, they're nice and cuddly and warm? That's the way. Well, don't forget, remember Mr. Doobie's message. Do be someone who goes to bed straight away. Don't be someone who always wants to stay up late. And then we know that you're going to grow into a healthy human being, aren't you? Nice, healthy grown-ups instead of cranky girls and boys the next day. So you go to bed straight away? Good. Don't go away, though, will you? Don't go to bed straight away now, because we're going to play some games in just a minute.
Oh, got offered another TV commercial this week. Oh, I can see it in lights. Daisy Dog Superstar. But you know, my mum reckons there's more to life than just a pretty face. And well, I got to thinking and I decided, to heck with the fame. I'd rather be a guide dog, just like my mum.
Guide dogs are born to lead. Help Daisy help the blind. Donations received any branch CBA Bank or the Guide Dog Association, Box 107, Milsons Point.
I I know you're very good singers, so I'd like to hear you sing some songs with me now. The first one's about a king, and he has a special sort of pie. Not a pie like you might eat, like apple pie, meat pie, but something else. What do you think is inside his pie?
Birds.
Yes, what sort of birds are they, Christopher? Do you know? What colour are they, Jenny?
Black.
Blackbirds. Do you know that there are 24 blackbirds in the king's pie? Look at them. And if you have a look on their back, you'll see that each one has a number. You see if you can count them with me. We'll start here. 1, 2, 3,
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24.
24 blackbirds. Now, in the song, it doesn't say 24 blackbirds. It turns it around the other way and says 4 and 20 blackbirds baked in a pie. That's just another way of saying 24 blackbirds. We've counted them. We know that there are 24 there. Now, let's sing it. I think you might know the words. Sing a song of sixpence, a pocket full of rye, 4 and 20 blackbirds baked in a pie. That's right. When the pie was opened, the birds began to sing. Wasn't that a dainty dish to set before the king? Of course you know it, so all we have to do now is to ask Mr. Music to play. Will you do that for me? Ready, please, Mr. Music. Sing a song of sixpence, a pocket full of rye, 4 and 20 blackbirds baked in a pie. When the pie was open, the birds began to sing. Wasn't that a dainty dish to set before the king? Now, where was the king? He was in his counting house, counting out the money. The queen was in the parlour, eating bread and honey. The maid was in the garden, hanging out the clothes. Down came a blackbird and pecked off her nose. Do you think you'd like that to happen to you?
No.
Not at all, no. Big blackbird with a great big beak came down and pecked off her nose. Let's sing the second part. Ready, please, Mr. Music. King was in his counting house, counting out his money. The queen was in the parlour, eating bread and honey. The maid was in the garden, hanging out the clothes. Down came a blackbird and pecked off her nose. I don't think that blackbird would get very much to eat. They're such tiny little noses here. What do you think the blackbird would really like to eat?
I know.
Do you know what blackbirds like?
Seeds. Apple. Bread and honey.
Bread and honey, some crumbs, apples, yes. All those things, but certainly not noses. Worms too, yes, of course. Let's sing it another time. Are you ready? This time I want you to stand up, sit up straight and tall, put your knees together and your feet together, that's the way. Then I know that that best voice is going to come out. Ready, please, Mr. Music. A pocket full of rye, 4 and 20 blackbirds baked in a pie. When the pie was open, the birds began to sing. Wasn't that a dainty dish to set before the king? Count out your money like the king. Oh, he's got lots and lots of money to count. Now, eat the bread and honey like the queen. She has beautiful manners, tiny little mouthfuls. That's the way. The maid was in the garden, hanging out the clothes. Down came a blackbird and pecked off her nose. Ready, please, Mr. Music. The king was in his counting house, counting out his money. The queen was in the parlour, eating bread and honey. The maid was in the garden, hanging out the clothes. Down came a blackbird and pecked off her nose. The next song is about a big steam shovel. Have a look at it. What's it doing, do you know?
Picking up dirt.
Picking up dirt, and then what does it do?
To make a nice road.
A road? Very good, that's right.
He's going to make it wider.
I think you're right, he's going to make the road wider, or he's going to clear the earth so that they can make a new road. Picks it up in a big scoop, then what does he do with that? What does he do with that scoop full of dirt?
He put it on the grass.
Yes, he might even put it in a big dump truck, mightn't he?
might be making a dam.
You might be too, Christopher, yes. The steam shovel digs a big hole in the ground. Diggity, diggity, dig. He digs a big scoopful, swings it around. Diggity, diggity, dig. He drops it in trucks that come backing around. Dumpity, dumpity, dump. He's finished his job, then the trucks take it away, and maybe they're going to fill up a hole that needs filling for a house, and he might just put his earth there. Let's sing this song together. Are you ready? Okay. If you're ready, say, ready, please, Mr. Music.
Ready, please, Mr. Music.
Thank you. The steam shovel digs a big hole in the ground. Diggity, diggity, dig. He digs a big scoopful and swings it around. Jiggity, jiggity, jig. He drops it in trucks that come backing around. Dumpity, dumpity, dump. He's finished his job. You pretend that you're that big steam shovel too. Dig up the ground, that's it. Swing it around and throw it over your shoulder and dump it in the truck behind. Let's sing, and you can pretend that you're that steam shovel. You ready? Ready, please, Mr. Music. Steam shovel digs a big hole in the ground. Diggity, diggity, dig. He digs a big scoopful and swings it around. Jiggity, jiggity, jig. He drops it in trucks that come backing around. Dumpity, dumpity, dump. Good job, well done too. I think we'll get our punch balls ready now. Do you like those?
Yes.
I think so. Yes, I can see pink ones, yellow one, an orange one. Doesn't really matter what colour they are, does it? They all work the same way. Let's go and get them. Would you like this one, Natalie? All right. Very big red one up there.
Once I had one and my brother popped.
Oh, did you?
So
That was
did
bad,
I.
Nina. What did they? How did they do that?
My brother popped it with a pencil and a pin.
Goodness
So did
me!
I.
A pencil and a pin. Oh, it's a sad story. I hope he won't do it again. Make a big circle. That's the way. I hope nobody pops these then. If you blow them up too big, they do pop that way too. So not too large, about that big and no bigger, all right? Make sure that you're not too close to anyone. Get ready to punch one. Well, they seem to be working quite well. I'll show you how to hold it. Slip your hand through, make a fist, tight fist, turn it over and punch. We can have a better time if we get Mr. Music to play, don't you? All right, let's ask him. Ready, please, Mr. Music. Punch as hard as you can. Very good. Punch, punch, punch the ball. Punching so much fun. Use your wrist, your hand or fist and keep it on the run. Punch, punch, punch the ball, no matter what you do. The roly-poly puncher ball keeps coming back to you. Stamp your feet now. Good. Keep punching. Let's go walking. Well, that was a good turn. Well, who'd like to have the blue punch ball that I have?
Me.
Right, let's swap, Natalie. Swap with someone close to you so you get a different colour. Would you like the red one? Good. Or perhaps you'd like white, would you? Okay, Christopher, be the leader for me. come and stand behind Christopher, and I want you to think of something that our feet can do this time. Would they like to go skipping or running or jumping? What do you think?
Jumping. It's jumping.
Okay, let's go jumping together. Make sure that you punch as well, and make sure that I can hear you sing. Ready, please, Mr. Music. Lots of leaves, have we? Thank you, Jody. Hang up your punch ball and then get nice and comfortable because it's story time. Thank you. I'll put yours away, Jody. Thank you. Will you put it on the table, Natalie? Right. Now bring me your punch ball. Good girl. Thank you for picking those leaves up. Story time, and our story's about some musicians today. Oh, thank you very much. I'll take it, Jody. Good girl. The story is called The Flying Orchestra. Are you nice and comfortable? I think I'll just take my coat off too, so I'll enjoy the story. The Flying Orchestra. Have a look at the instruments on the table, on the book there. You'll see a big French tuba. You'll see a double bass, a violin, drum. We're going to see what all those instruments do. The Flying Orchestra. One wild, windy day, Mary climbed onto the roof of her playhouse. As she sat there with the wind blowing through her hair, she thought, what fun it is to be me, high among the treetops, and quite alone. But suddenly she was not alone. Strange sounds filled the air, and strange shapes came hurtling towards her. And what do you think they were? Well, what do you think they are?
A guitar and a violin.
Guitar and a violin, Christopher? All right, we'll see. Two flying musicians. One held onto his hat, and one held onto his guitar. We must get out of this terrible wind, they shouted. My violin's going to be ruined. May we shelter in your playhouse, Mary? Oh, certainly, said Mary. Everyone who plays a guitar and everyone who plays a violin, they can come into my playhouse today. What do you think's next?
Trumpet and trumpet.
Let's find out. Soon there were more strange sounds, and two more flying musicians appeared. One had a bass tuba, and the other had a clarinet. Oh, we must get out of this terrible wind, they shouted. May we shelter in your playhouse, Mary? Oh, certainly, said Mary. Everyone who plays a bass tuba, everyone who plays a clarinet, they can come into my playhouse today.
Double bass.
But that was only the beginning. More strange sounds filled the air again. What next, thought Mary? Whatever next?
Bass.
Christopher thinks it's the double bass and the trumpet. Yes, it was two more flying musicians. One sat on a huge double bass cello, and the other held onto the trumpet. "We must get out of this terrible wind," they shouted. "May we shelter in your playhouse, Mary?" "Certainly," said Mary. "Everyone who plays a double bass cello and everyone who plays a trumpet, they can all come into my playhouse today." "It must be pretty crowded in there," thought Mary. "I hope there are no more flying musicians. Are there?"
Yes, the drum and the saxophone.
But there were, for swirling through the air came a soldier with a drum and a young man with a flute. They shouted to Mary on her lofty perch, "We must get out of the terrible wind. May we shelter in your playhouse? May we, Mary?" "Certainly, certainly," said Mary. "Everyone who beats a drum, everyone who plays the flute, come on into my playhouse today. It'll be a bit of a squash, though." Now, she was just thinking that there couldn't possibly be any more room for any more musicians when she heard a very, very gentle tinkling sound.
It's a triangle.
It's a triangle. A little boy looking very unhappy came gliding towards her. "I'm Thomas," he whimpered, "and I don't want to play this silly old triangle." "Cheer up," said Mary. "Everyone called Thomas who doesn't want to tingle a triangle, well, all those Thomases can come into my playhouse today." Then Mary climbed down from the roof of the playhouse. Then she took Thomas inside. It was terribly crowded. Thomas had to squash up underneath the drum. It was very noisy too, as the flying musicians were all tuning their instruments.
I see him.
Can you see where he is? Right down there, yes. They were all tuning their instruments, and what a noise there was. "Oh, phew, it's hot in here," said Mary. "The wind's gone now. Let's go outside and we'll play some music there." "I don't want to play the triangle, inside or outside," said Thomas. But no one took any notice. They all trooped outside and began to play. It didn't sound like music at all, just a screeching, grunting, noisy noise. And can you guess what? Anyone know? Jodie?
Because they were all mixed up, they couldn't do, because because they were all playing
Different things, yes, I think so. Just for fun, they changed their instruments. Everybody was playing the wrong instrument the wrong way. Have a look. See how he's playing the trumpet? Back to front. And look, the violin's down there on the floor. It should be under his chin. This one's got the cello under his chin instead of resting it on the floor. Look, he's playing the oboe a different way. The guitar has a bow. Now, except for Thomas, of course, who still whimpered, "I don't want to play this silly old triangle." "Please," said Mary, "let's have some real music. Blow the bass tuba with plenty of puff. Pluck the guitar strings so. Beat on the drum, rat-a-tat-tum. The cello you play with a bow. Blow down the clarinet. The fiddle goes under the chin. Blow on the trumpet, finger the flute, and ting on the triangle so." "I don't want to play the silly old triangle," said Thomas. "Never mind," said Mary. "Everyone else will play. 1, 2, 3, 4, off we go." Crash, boom, squeak, rat-a-tat. Everybody seemed to be playing a different tune. "Stop, stop, stop," shouted Mary. "What you need is a conductor." "Ah," said Thomas, "I want to be a conductor. Yes, I'd like to be a conductor instead of playing this silly old triangle." The musicians thought that this was a good idea, and with Thomas waving his baton, they marched through the town to play in the park. First came the conductor. What's this one?
Trumpet.
That's the horn. The drum. This one. Clarinet. Flute. Violin. Trumpet. Guitar. And
double bass.
Cello or double bass. And guess what? At the very end of the procession came Mary, making a very sweet tingle-tangle sound. And she did like playing on the triangle. Which of those instruments would you like to play? You tell me, Jada.
Triangle.
Triangle too? What about you, Christopher?
A guitar.
Guitar, yes.
The triangle.
Triangle as well. What about Mandy?
Triangle too. A drum.
You like to play the drum?
We play drums at our school.
Yes, we have our orchestra sometimes in Romper Room, don't we? And Katrina, I'd like to hear what you'd like to play.
Guitar.
Guitar. So we've got 2 guitarists. We've got 3 people who'd like to play on the triangles. And what was Mandy's?
Drum.
The drum. We'd have quite a fine orchestra, wouldn't we? Now, before I look in my magic mirror, I want to see if you're still wide awake, are you? Sit up straight and talk. Simon says hands on your knees. Simon says touch your toes. Simon says touch your chair. Simon says roll your hands. Simon says shake your hands. Hands up. Oh, have you got your hands right in the air like that?
Nobody's
Hope
sticking
not.
me.
Are you shaking?
Nobody's sticking me.
Come on, let me see you shake instead. That's better. Simon says snap your fingers. Simon says clap your hands. Simon says put your finger on your nose. Simon says hands up.